Assalamualaikum, grade 9 computer science. Hopefully you are good. Now we will discuss. I'm in chapter number 1, page number 29. Our topic is 1.5 computer software. Computer software is also known as in computer programs are also known as in computer software. Computer programs is a set of instructions that's given to the computer to tell what to do and how to do. It is basically classified into two major categories. First of all, we have the system software, then we have the application software. In previous lecture, I will just give you a little brief definition about the system software and application software. System software is basically designed for the system, and application software is designed for facilitating and creating an interaction between the user and the computer. System software is also facilitate the users in various tasks from by their various tasks or the facilities they provide. First of all, we will discuss about the system software. What does it mean? System software is a collection of programs which makes the use of the computer easy and efficient. Highly experienced computer programmers are develop the system software. Not all each and every person or a computer programmer develop the system software. It's highly experienced computer programmer can only develop. Now we will discuss the different types of system software. First of all, we have the operating system. Operating system is the system that is responsible for managing all the and coordinating all the activities of the computer performed by the computer. It provides the environment in which the user can interact with the computer hardware to operate the result of desired locations requirements. Best example of operating system is Windows. Without Windows, you can't able to communicate with your computer. That's why operating system is the most important system software. It manages all the activities or tasks. We will learn or discuss the tasks in very detail in previous lectures. Managing files and folders, creating password, allow the hardware failure, detect the hardware failure and display the message to fix them. Basically, it's check and balance over the computer. If there is any fault and unfortunately things will happen, it will inform you, kindly detect them or fix them. Dialog box will appear, or it's manage all the actives. If you want some input and output devices, it will provide you. Device driver is another software. It's very important software. It's very important because if you want any other device connected to your computer, it will suddenly install the driver of that particular device. Now the device is ready to use. The driver can direct the device. You can just use them without installing their driver. It's very important and very useful system. Okay, device drivers are provided by the device manufacturers. Drivers are installed at this source system. Different drivers of different devices are installed in this device driver. You can just connect this device to your computer and easily drive or use this device. Now we have the utility programs. Utility programs basically perform the specific task that is related to the management of the computer. It just focus on the management. Following are the commonly used utility programs that perform the specific task. First of all, we have the Window Explorer. We all know about the Window Explorer. It's managing files and folders. Second, we have the backup utility. It is used to make the backup. Next, we have WinZip utility. It's very important. It's basically compress the file, shrink the size of the file just, and whenever you uncompress the file and folders, each object and each and everything will be there. Now we have the diagnostic utility. It is used to detect the hardware and software problems. Last but not the least, that is the antivirus software. It is used to detect and remove the viruses. Next, last system software is the language processor. We will discuss in every class what is language processor. Language processor is a system program that is used to translate the computer language into machine language. We will all know that the computer can only understand the one language, that is machine language, that based on 0 and 1. Any other language computer cannot understand. So we have to translate the machine language. We have to translate our high level language into the machine language. For this purpose we have using the translators are compiler and interpreter. Compiler and interpreter translate the program written in a high level language into the low level language, that is machine language, based on 0 and 1. Another program that is used is known as an assembler, that is also used to convert the assembly language into machine language. Hopefully you will learn about what is system software and what their purpose and why they design and who design it, and benefits they provided to the computer as well as the user.